Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. We're going to go over the NBA today for March 6th. And as you can see, the odds are on the screen. And let's go over this real quick. We'll start with Chicago versus Orlando. Plus 230 on the money line for the Bulls. Minus 280 for Orlando. And let's see what's up with these odds. Over-unders at 219 at minus 110 cost. Spread is at 7, minus 110 cost. Let's see where the money is going. Now in this game, the safe pick would be Orlando. Orlando on the money line, that is. They are getting 60% of the money. 55% of the money going with Orlando on the spread. Now in this game, I would go with the under for now. The way this is looking right here, minus 110 cost with a relatively low, a lot of people are going to bet the over. And by the end of the day, it's probably going to end up maybe around 90, 88%, still high enough, probably in the 90th percentile since it's so low, especially for modern day NBA totals. But I would go with the under and fade the public in that one. As it currently stands, I would consider going with Chicago on the money line. Only if Orlando's odds keep declining. Their odds are declining as we speak. They have gone from 295 to 290 to 280 now, minus 280 that is. And so I would consider going with, as it currently stands only, I would go with Chicago on the spread, Orlando on the money line, only as it currently stands. But I would definitely consider going with Chicago as long as these odds continue to decline, while Orlando is getting a massive amount of the betting and the money. But let's go to Philadelphia versus Boston. Plus 610 for Philadelphia, minus 900 for Boston. 14 points is the spread. Minus 110 cost even there. Over under 222.5. Minus 110 cost there as well across the board. Now in this game, Boston would be the safe pick at minus 900. They are getting 89% of the money, 93% of the betting. 70% are going with Boston on the spread. This is going to change. This is probably going to flip from 30 to 70, 70 to 30. This is probably going to flip. So consider in this game, despite the spread being so high, whoever you go with on the money line, go with on the spread, because people are going to bet heavily on this Philadelphia spread, especially as these numbers increase. Over under 222, I would go with the over in that one and join the public. And let's go with the next one, Indiana versus Atlanta. Now these odds continue to decline as well, both in their respective directions. Atlanta has just went down to plus 122 to plus 120, and they declined 2 points as well. Indiana to minus 144 to minus 142. So as long as that continues to happen, Atlanta has to be a possibility for consideration as a pick in this one. 68% of the money going with Indiana, 32% going with Atlanta, 76% going with Indiana on the spread. The spread is at 2.5 points, minus 112 cost. And as you can see, the odds just went up again in their respective directions for both teams. If Indiana approaches this minus 150, it is over for Atlanta. Indiana's getting this money line and the spread. Whoever you go with in this game on the spread, go with on the money line. Over under at 247. Let's see. Over 247, 71% going over. All right. I would definitely join the public right now as it go with the over. But this is going to flip. This is not going to stay this way. All right. With this being so high, the sharps are definitely going to go with the under, and most people are going to go with the under. So this is probably going to flip right here from 71 to 29 to 29 to 71. And I would join the public currently and go with that over. Now, Golden State versus, I think there are only 6 games today. Yeah, there are only 6 games today. So, yeah. All right. Golden State Warriors versus Brooklyn Nets, minus 460 to plus 360 for the Golden State Warriors, favoring the Golden State Warriors, plus 360 for the Brooklyn Nets. 10 points is the spread, minus 110 cost even across the board. Over under is at 224.5 at minus 108 cost for the over, minus 112. Minus 112 for the under. I thought they said 113. I've never seen that before. But anyway, 96% going with Golden State on the road on the money line. 96%, 92% going with them on the. By the way, this is based off global sportsbook averages from SBD. They average out the sportsbook data, where the money is going, where the betting slips are going, and that's how we get these values. 92% going with Golden State. All right, over under 224.5. Minus 460. That's a relatively high money line. A lot of people expecting Golden State to go there and dominate. Now, this could be one of those games where the underdog could sneak up, but I don't think so. This is another one of those games where they're massive favorites, but they're not necessarily. I mean, it is a 10-point spread, but not a massive spread. But I would go with, as it currently stands. Let's see. Hold on. Where's the money going on the spread here? Okay. I would go with Golden State as it currently stands, only if their odds hold these values. I'll say above minus 430. I would go with Golden State. Plus 10.5 spread for the Brooklyn Nets. I would go with that. Only if they stay dominant here at 92% for Golden State here. Over under 93 and 95% on the over. I would go with over 224.5, that is. I would go with the under. Whichever one of these goes with that 112 value, if it ends up that way, go with the minus 112 value, whichever one. Those 112s hit relatively higher compared to the minus 108s, especially on the totals. All right, Houston versus New Orleans. Minus 186 for Houston, plus 156 for New Orleans. Minus 4.5 spread. 4.5 point favorites are the Rockets at minus 110 cost, plus 4.5 for the Pelicans at minus 110 cost. All right, over under 228 points, minus 112 going over, minus 108 going under. Let's see where the money is going in this one. Houston's favored on the road. 79% going in favor of Houston on the money. 77% of the betting. Spread is 70 and 71 betting to money for Houston. And I think that will relatively hold throughout the day. A lot of people expecting them to win on the road here. I would definitely expect a close game in this one, so I would probably go with the Pelicans as a safer pick on the spread. But Houston on the road, as long as they stay above that minus 150, which they will, I would go with Houston on the road, over under 228. I would join the public and go with the over 228 in this one. Over 228 in this one. All right. New York Knicks versus LA Lakers. Plus 152 for New York. Minus 180 for the Lakers. Spread is at 4 points, favoring the Lakers at home. Minus 108 cost for the underdog Knicks on the spread. Minus 112 for the Lakers. Over under at 229.5. At minus 112 going with the over. Minus 108 going with the under. Now, let's see where the money is going. Of course, Lakers are getting most of the money. 83% in favor of the Lakers. 87% of the betting slips. 87% of the betting slips for the Lakers on the spread as well, with 91% of the money going with the Lakers. That is massive. And the under is getting 93% of the betting currently, 84% of the money. People expecting a lower scoring game with the New York Knicks on the road there. Let's see. Hold on. All right. So the Lakers aren't massive favorites, and they're not a massive amount to the bookies, because when the bookies go in, they're going to bet New York. They're going to bet New York, and this is going to be more of like 65, 68 to 32, 65, 35, something like that. So, with that in mind, 91% in favor. That's a lot going in favor of the Lakers in this one. I would fade the public. It's hard to go against the Lakers right now, especially with Luka and LeBron the way they're playing. It's really hard to go against the Lakers right now. But eventually it's going to have to happen. Just for now. Just for now. And they're getting this massive amount of the money in their favor. I would go with the Lakers at home across the board. But I would definitely watch these odds. Just focus on the Lakers odds though. Just focus on the Lakers odds. If their odds decrease to about minus 160 or lower, that's when, even though they're above that minus 150 threshold, that's cause for concern with their pick. Especially with them getting this massive amount of money. As you can see, Indiana and Atlanta have gone up again. Indiana's approaching that minus 150. As I stated, now they're minus 146. Went from minus 144 to minus 142. Now they're minus 146. Watch these odds. But yeah, as it currently stands, I would go with the Lakers. But the Knicks are enticing if these odds decrease. Both of these are going to decrease at the same time. So let's say the Lakers go down to minus 170. The Knicks are going to go down to plus 142, 138, something like that. Keep that in mind when it comes to making a pick. I would go with the Lakers across the board, though. And I would join the public and go with the under. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I've been Scott. Pray every day. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description and in the video. And yeah, you guys take care. See you in the next video.